Hey guys, Spooks here, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. We're gonna go see if she still has her arm cut off.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Oh, you know what we're talking about.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Like someone with schizophrenia or something.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant.
Mirror.
Its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe it clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Oh, heavens no. Interesting. Interesting.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Is she gonna be nice again?
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
I am.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
I think it's your manipulation, sir.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Different chain. I think her dress is different. And her tiara.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my
Just picture me having like all my dead selves behind me.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come
Ha ha
back.
ha. She does know me.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
I'm gonna let her go.
Damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I need to get all the pieces,
Horrible
though.
for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Yes.
We never saw a world end. And now I'm even more certain
True.
we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? Didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I do want to know that. Did you end the world after you killed me back there? Sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. I don't know what happened after I died.
You died, and now we're talking.
Yep. Alright. Before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Interesting response.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
True. Honestly, the world sucks. People are plagued, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to all of them all. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
She is.
Not so sure.
Sorry about what
Another
happened.
version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
Was it?
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
I did tell her I was going to do my best. Remember to save her when she was like a conglomerate of weird different pieces? I said I'd do my best.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
True, but I'm still going to save her.
She's perfect. Do
It's
you
true.
think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Probably.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence. Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity?
Oh.
And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease.
Or cut off her
No,
hand.
she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
Yep.
I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
Yeah, that sounds like something the devil would say. This guy, Smitten. But
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
nope.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a
Gosh
weapon.
dang it. Take over your body and try to kill her yourself.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Okay.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
It's true. She's gonna jump scare me and kill me, isn't she?
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and
Oh, she's
smothers
so
you in a
happy.
joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Nah.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has
It's gonna be funny
never
when she
felt
does say end the
love
world,
in
though.
his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
I want to end the world.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Ah. Do you want to end the
Are
world?
you seriously asking her that?
Oh, we've been over this one. No, I do not want to end the world.
Kinda didn't believe that.
I just want to make you happy.
Why is music weird? You need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me. I want you to make me unhappy. No, don't want that. But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Must be something you
I
want.
just want to make you happy.
Oh, she's becoming less than... Her dress has changed a couple times. I have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now?
They lived happily ever after. It's all she wanted.
Like we're the only ones here?
Oh. Bye. Now another piece. You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
No. She was our perfect match.
Who else? I should have left.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Trust me, we've been here before and you always get
It
scared.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I got this, boys. See you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
I feel like I'm doing really well, but if I make one wrong step, I'm going to screw it all up. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. Need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. Ooh, I'm big. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights
Oh,
in empty
it's her.
cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You're the same being as you were before. How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? I'm not going to say that one. Excuse me. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. Well, there's so many options. We're going to list all of them, almost.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed.
That's alarming.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
When I go back, it's
Those
as if there's an
paths
invisible
lead to
wall.
worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us
That's
now.
nice that I can't accidentally
Inaccessible.
screw up and do the
The
same.
only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Fair. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. There are still so many. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
She was very sweet.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
That's still kind of sad. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Okay. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. Very true.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
It's true. You can only know joy if you felt sadness.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
It's my true princess right here. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Ready to go back?
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Never gonna attack her. Maybe.
We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the deconstructed damsel to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
I really need to time these
And
better.
at the end of that path is
Each one of these could be an episode.
and in the
That would have been
basement of
smart,
that cabin
but I didn't do that.
is you're here to slay her.
Yeah. It just seems kind of bad, though. Okay. We're just gonna go.
You make your way up the shore. A warning, she will.
Go and kill her. Is the cabin gonna look the same?
The interior of the cabin, the blade. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'm so sorry, darling.
The door to the basement, her voice.
Who's there?
That's different.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Just going strong silent type on this.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she
Yes.
really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nah. Nuh-uh.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
The narrator says I
I'm
can.
probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Sorry.
She's unarmed.
On a mission now.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure she's not armed?
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
She was not expecting this.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this makes me sad.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still
She seems to be able
plastered on her
to
face.
see the different worlds we've been in, though.
But is it over? Really over?
I'm not sure. I feel like she has some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not, that was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
She could grab the blade and stab me in the head.
I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
I trust him on this
I've
one.
told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just leave.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if
I
you
should've
didn't
saved
feel
it.
at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Doesn't feel good. That's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
No. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're
Are
happy.
we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
How astute.
Might as well.
You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense,
Glad we
we
cleared that up.
die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
I'll be pretty upset if we die. So you're going to stick around and do nothing at least
What a
while longer.
relief. I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More
Is it gonna
happy
close?
time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voice's pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Interesting. Okay, maybe I'm not happy. I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Because the blade. I can hear. He's right. Do you hear? Do you not? Don't you? If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Rude.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
She's gonna be a skeleton.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Ah, the Spectre. I was curious where it was gonna go.
You're on a path. You're here to... I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time.
Voice of the Cold.
We'll just do it again.
So that seems to be the different personalities that I'm giving to the
Well,
entity.
if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Yeah, I'll just go.
A warning. She will...
Yep.
She won't.
Oh, she won't be a problem. Excited to see what it looks like this time.
The interior of the
spooky.
cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
The voice of the cult's creepy, and I like it.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
I don't know if this actually does anything.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Alright.
You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see.
If she is already dead, what do I give
the final step,
the lady?
The form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Uh-oh.
Two deep-set
Oh,
eyes
she's
stare
cute.
up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Fair. That's fair.
The princess drifts across the room.
You're a
into
little
your
too close, I
body,
don't like that.
gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
That sent chills down my spine.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Wait and see how things play out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
I need to give you to something. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing victim. You threatened me last time. Sorry I killed you the last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. Sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you? The people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. What do you want from me? If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape. I guess I should tell you why I was sent to kill you. You were going to end the world. I was told you were going to end the world. Okay, clearly slaying you isn't going to work. What do you want? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do, is there? I guess I'll get going. We need answers. We need answers.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish. Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost. You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though, have you?
True.
And then what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after? You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? You're going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Okay. Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, about that. I know where you're supposed to be, but I don't know how to get you there.
I don't feel very bad, but I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me.
That makes sense.
Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers. Or any of the answers.
Yeah, you're definitely meant to be part of that
But
amalgamation.
we're not a ghost. Unless we are? Maybe that's why the mirror disappeared. We're actually dead. Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely. See, this is why I didn't want you to talk to her. Death is not just a concept, it is an extremely real phenomenon. Don't let her distort your reality. Cold, hard facts exist. The truth exists. It has to.
Body's right there, though. Your dead body.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
She's seeing things pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be objectivity.
And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
How specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Will it now? Is there any way I can help you get home?
No. Those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing. But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone. I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out.
So where I was gone for like an eternity.
Here.
Is she looking for a way out for that long?
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine.
Well, we did kill her.
Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things.
Also
It'd
true.
be dull, anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
Let's take you with us.
Come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Absolutely not.
True.
Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Interesting.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder
did
what she
not
would have
think
to
of
say
that.
to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
There.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Obviously, it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a knife to the heart? What are you going to do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question,
Do it, baby.
asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses.
If
the
she
frigid
had
air between
one.
you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
She got me there. Oh, were you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
Fair.
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
You still didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of here mean the world's going
It
to end?
does.
Not talking
We're not
to you.
asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it,
I like the background
It's
whisper when
home.
she talks.
I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't.
True.
I'm not so sure endings are real.
Do you want to say I'm sorry?
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance? When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it? No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Do you want me to die? Oh, wait, no. You're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do, is there? I guess I'll get going. I'll let her
The
possess me.
princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into
Like
yours.
there's gonna be a jump scare.
There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body, It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Nope. Sounds like I'm going to kill the
Too late to
phasmophobia.
stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
True.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
I'm sorry, what?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Oh, because she can see within my psyche. I get it.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm... a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
Nope.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind.
I'm glad I let her in. I'm getting a lot of story.
Memory than a person.
That's
Memory? Interesting.
You're kind of like me, actually.
Am I the narrator?
I'm just going to ignore her. You push
Like
yourself
the
off
future
ground.
self
The
me
princess is nowhere
after
to be
I've
seen. Obviously, she's
made
nowhere to
that
be
one
seen.
being whole?
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and
I bet
all-round
that's what it
foolish
is,
decision.
and that's why I'm sent to slay her. I bet I'm the narrator.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this.
Probably.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that
I'm totally the
leaving
narrator.
won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
True.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you. I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Nope.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Thanks.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling.
Is this actually
Let's see
going to
what
get
happens
this version of
next.
her to the long, dark, faraway place? I remember the name of it.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Yes.
Yes?
Goodbye, narrator.
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing
Now
you said
where's the
earlier,
mirror?
are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Great question.
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Hitchhiker. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Yep. Goodbye. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me, you've been here before and you always get
It
scared.
feels so bad. Like, look, you don't need to comfort him.
The end for you, but not for me. See you on the other side.
If you say so. We'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay. You've withered. That's not good. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? You know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? Figured out what you'll want when we finished. You still not care what I bring you next?
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Interesting. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
You can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen
Like
to
the
ignore the
narrator.
brilliant contours of your soul.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. Oh, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or another. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it, and I think I hate you.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
I don't even know like what the next step would be. Like actually maybe try saving her? Though I tried that. Maybe she wouldn't bite off her arm this time? I don't know.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
You figured out what you'll want when you're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
That was unhelpful. You don't have
The
any preferences?
tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
One more vessels.
We will know when we near our destination.
Fair enough. Alright, ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
I'm not even sure what the next one will be. Everything goes dark and you die. An evanescent vessel.
You're on a path in the woods.
We're going to end that there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite games. I love the story. I love all the multitude of choices. As you guys have seen my other games I've played, such as the Dark Pictures Anthology, Quarry, I can't think of the word. The one that's made by the Quarry, Until Dawn. I love choice. I love being able to see how different choices interact with each other and how you get different consequences. So, highly recommend picking this game up. I think I'm going to do a full playthrough, so you can expect some more of this. We are definitely going to get to the end of it. So keep it an ear out, eye out, whatever, either one. But make sure to like and subscribe and hit the little bell. Until next time, stay spooky. Toodles.